Video, I'm going to explain how my neurological disorder affects my sobriety. And I'm going to stay sober for the rest of my life, but I'm going to run into these same problems until my father allows me to get medical care and stops lying or just going along with fantasies. But until then, I'm going to run into the same problem, doing paperwork and reading through some letters and filing some stuff, trying to do it for 84-year-old and myself. Just more and more paperwork and more just and it takes me hours to do letter just like okay, so if I want to write the word more, I do M-O-R. My arm's shaking. Okay, and it's medical. Okay, M-E. I'm shaking too much. I can't make the E. I. Oh man, now my hands. I'm gonna electrocute it in the back. See? Oh, yep. Okay, stop for a second. Okay, and continue. Wait, where was I? More medical. What was it? Oh, expenses. Yes, I have more medical expenses due to the landlord. That's what I'm writing. Okay, so I got to the A. So medical is okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now let's get to the. Wait, what was it? Expenses. Yeah, right. Okay, so how do I spell that? Wait a minute. I got to do EX. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so how can I do? Oh, I'll just look up on the phone. Okay, phone expenses. Okay, that's how you spell it. Okay, so that's EX. Okay. Come on, arm. Stay still. Stay still. Nope. And sometimes I have full blown seizures where I end up on the ground all bloody. Okay, so that's very difficult. That sucks. It hurts and it sucks. But what can I do about it? I can make it go away and write this all very, very well, just like I used to be able to do when I was on alcohol, benzo, Xanax, all different types of medications that seemed to help, while other ones made me much worse, like Ritalin, Thorazine, Seroquel, Risperidone, Lamictal, Trazodone. None of those helped. They all made it worse. So yeah, it's like meds at nighttime make me worse. I'm worse in the morning, but then when I take a Xanax in the afternoon, all of a sudden I can write like a champ. So, what could I do about it? Well, I could have a shot of alcohol. I probably could do. Might keep my hand from probably 2 nips would be more than enough. But I don't drink. I'm not gonna drink. So, okay, what else? Ativan. Wait a minute. I don't have a prescription. I have to buy it illegally. Well, that's addictive. I mean, I could just take one. I don't want to be an addict and I don't want to get high, so that's not a problem. But oh, I get worse the next day. And on top of that, I would have to buy them illegally, what I don't do. Even when I needed them, I didn't buy them illegally. No money. My rules are no money, no drugs. As far as the pills are concerned, I broke that rule just to get medications before when I was a like early teenager, 18 to 22. And that was just like somebody giving me an Ativan, like, here, you need an Ativan? Here you go. Somebody just giving me like something to help me like that. But that broke my rule. Me taking an Ativan from you is technically taking drugs from you. That's not how it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to leave it and then I go pick it up at some point. I cannot take anything from anybody hand. It breaks my rules. And as far as me giving you money, no. No, unless it's gifted for nothing in return. Absolutely a gift. No. So I can't do that. And even if I could get it legally, I would need a prescription. Like let's say somebody could just give me one, like they're a chemist and they have their own version of it. I still would need to keep up a supply, and I don't have that option today or anytime. It's just not that's not available and it's not safe, and I don't agree with that plan. So, what else? Oh man, this sucks. Well, opiates help a little, but no. I got CBDV, but I've already used that, and it's not a cure and doesn't. It's not a medication. It just barely takes the edge off. Definitely not enough to help me write. Triliptal works great. Oh, that's right. I'm already taking it, and this is better. That's right. If I stop taking it, I'm much worse. Well, I could take the triliptal early, and that's what I plan on doing is taking it at 4 instead of 6. so that way I can continue where I left off, and hopefully at 5 or 6 tonight I can continue. I might do a little more in between, but yep. So yeah, I can take epilepsy medication that I was prescribed in a detox because I had an outstanding prescription from years ago in Massachusetts, but that's only something I was able to create because of past records of a detox from alcohol. That's all. I was shaking, seizing kind of really bad, so they gave me triliptal, and I found it helpful in general. But even though I haven't drinking in years and there's no drugs for years, and this has been going on since childhood, I found that triliptal helped enough that I said, "Hey, doc, can we try just that?" I mean, I know I'm not doing drugs anymore, and that's something they tried for alcohol withdrawal, but I've read that it can be used just in general. Couldn't that help? And they said, yeah, a little. And yeah, we can go all types of up in that. Okay. And yeah, I was right. It does help a little bit. A lot more than the CBDV, but way less. It's about the equivalent of probably a low dose of opiates. But it's not an opiate. It's not addictive. It's not, doesn't, you can't get high off of it. It's just an epilepsy medication. So that's great. That's fantastic. But the bad part is if I stop taking it, my shakes and seizures get worse. Like if I don't take my triliptal for 2 days, I will be on the ground shaking. My muscles will be spasming while I sit still. Like literally, you'll see these things. So that's a problem. So what do I do right now? Oh, there's nothing I can do. Not until my father works with me on this. So I'm just destined to have to struggle with paperwork for now. And I also have to struggle with my sobriety because obviously I could go out and just get a drink. The first one on that list is alcohol. Wait, that's sold in every goddamn store in America. I'm of age. But what's the problem there? It's not sustainable. I can't do it every day. And because it works not perfect. It's not good as like Ativan with the epilepsy medication, but or just Ativan by itself is better than alcohol. But it is the second best thing I've ever found for this. Ativan, what they always give me after a seizure, seems to help incredibly. Then it's alcohol. Then it's triliptal. Those are the top three. Wow, two of those are controlled substances. One I really can't use unless there's a forever supply, and another one is an addictive substance that is a liquid drug called alcohol. It's just liquid drugs, that's all. They make it in powder form too. You can get powdered alcohol now. But yeah, alcohol is just literally a drug in liquid form. It's drugs, that's all. Well, I don't want drugs, and I don't want to have to take alcohol every day. So we're not going to do that one either because I like my sobriety. So now I'm just kind of screwed to have to struggle with this. I could make myself better with alcohol, but then I would get worse. So I'm not making myself better. I'm making myself right today with years of consequences tomorrow. Well, that's not good. We don't want to be able to write a letter today and then next week be shaking all over the place, falling down. That is not a good trade off. So, can't do that. Well, I think the best solution is get my father to tell the truth, work with me on this, move forward. I mean, it's going to take a lot more work. And, man, I don't know I mean, being that level of honest, that's hard. That's a hard thing to do. That takes a lot of manly pride. That takes a lot of, to walk in with your son and tell the truth about your second wife. That takes a real man right there. I don't know. My father might be able to do it someday and handle his shit, but it's difficult. It's difficult for my father to take responsibility for his actions, and I mean, I had a lot of difficulty during childhood with that one. When I was like 10 years old, yeah, it was very difficult, especially with my mother doing crazy stuff and trying to teach me to take responsibility for things I didn't even do. That